vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time, time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the rules, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time, time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Wilson on first down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And Howe will throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Williams.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the option to give to Williams here.
Pushes him over.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
The man they call Scary Terry remains one of the best at taking the lid off of a defense. Not only a top 10 season in terms of yards, but he averaged over 15 a catch and was named to his long overdue first Pro Bowl.
First down, Howell to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
DJ Jones
collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Back to throw, Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Wilson. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Howell. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down here. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now throwing on first down here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Howell, another throw on second down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second down throw for Howell.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Josey Jewell. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Wilson wants a different look. Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21, Broncos 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Howell.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
Room to maneuver at the 35. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Washington.
Washington. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches will do these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Denver Broncos.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
Right there, boys.
Wilson will throw again. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Powell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
This could be it. This could be the turning point.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for Denver Broncos.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
44 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2nd and 6.
Now Wilson changing the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A 7-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 49. Broncos 20.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's good. Something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place.